Mr. President, I rise to talk in favor of my CRA on the overdraft fees. President Biden, his politically motivated junk fee conversation was not about helping consumers. It was about trying to change the conversation away from the devastation that inflation was bringing to kitchen table after kitchen table after kitchen table all across America. The average American, because of Biden inflation, lost $1,000+ in spending power. Devastated by the Biden economy, President Biden looks for something to change the conversation, and he changes it to something called junk fees. One of the junk fees he talked about was the overdraft fee. Now, some will say, what is an overdraft fee? Your bank account goes beyond zero, you have to pay a fee, your bills are paid. Some people who live paycheck to paycheck use their overdraft option to pay their rent. So when you start capping this fee structure, you start eliminating overdraft. You start eliminating the possibility of people working paycheck to paycheck to make the decision to continue to use their resources in the most effective way. Unfortunately, President Biden's devastating economy has reverberated for years now. This overdraft conversation is a critically important conversation if you are like me, a guy who grew up in poverty, single-parent household, who understands the difficulty, the challenge of single moms making those ends meet. I want every single hardworking American to have access to our financial system. That sometimes includes, as it did for us, free checking. A free checking account is not free, but with the revenue streams coming into the institutions, they can use those revenues as an option to provide free checking for those living paycheck to paycheck. Overturning the Biden CFPB's overdraft fee structure is good for consumers. And let me just quote from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York that confirmed the overdraft fee caps hinders financial inclusion. As the study stated, overdraft fee caps hinder financial inclusion. When constrained by fee caps, banks reduce overdraft coverage and deposit supply, causing more return checks and a decline in account ownerships among low-income households. To do the right thing for the working class is to give them all the options and let them decide. Trust them with their own resources. That is in the best interest of our nation. And that is why I am offering this CRA tonight. I yield back all time on calendar number 27, HJ Res 25.